Hello, and thank you for visiting strobesandmore.com. Today I'm going to show you the basics of a complete strobe system. The particular system I'm going to show you today is the Strobes and More Pro Series strobe system. When you purchase this strobe system from us off the internet, you're going to get the strobe power supply. Inside the box you'll find the instructions, the power supply itself, and some connecting harnesses. Our kit comes with 4 clear high-to-flash strobe tubes and 4 15-foot cables. You can make some changes to the colors of bulbs you want and the cables on the website. Take a look at that if you have any questions. When you purchase a strobe kit from us, when you receive it, you open up your strobe power supply. The first thing you'll find inside the box are the instructions. Everything will be here on how to install the strobes, to the flash patterns, to the wiring. Everything you need to install the system properly is right inside the box. This system here, particular system, does 15 flash patterns. Okay, has a 5-year warranty by us here at Strobes More. You have any problems, you send it right back to us, and we will take care of you on it. We'll either repair it or replace it depending on the damage. When you mount these strobe power supplies, we have a few that are waterproof, but the majority of our strobe power supplies need to be mounted in a clean, dry place. Most people mount them underneath the seat, behind a rear seat in a truck, in a trunk, inside a waterproof toolbox. Has to be clean and dry. You do not want these power supplies getting wet. You'll have shortage and you'll have corrosion issues. Most of the power supplies will be broken into 2 different sections. You'll have the plugs or the power outputs for your individual strobes, and then your power and your control harnesses. All the power supplies we offer have a separate power harness and then a control harness. When you're wiring up your strobes, most of them again will come with 2 harnesses. This particular one, let me explain, it's our 60 watt Pro Series power supply. It runs a total of 6 strobes. You can run 2, 4, or 6 on it, whatever you prefer. You can run 3, you can run 5, and it has a power and control harness, and it has a couple different plugs and a fuse on it. Your main power to most of your strobe power supplies needs to be run to your battery. The reason for that is you fuse it at your battery and your main power comes off your battery. No power is being drawn till you actually activate the power supply. The second harness in this particular pack has 3 wires coming off of it. These wires control the first 2 outlets, the next 4 outlets, and then the last wire is your flash pattern control. So you'll have 2 harnesses come off, and you wire these per your instructions. You have a couple different options as far as switching. You will need an on-off switch. We offer a couple on the page with this switch here. We offer a basic on and off switch. It's just a lighted rocker switch. They run $4.99. Very simple. They light up when they're on, and so the switch light turns off when they're off. The other switch we offer, which is the most popular switch, it's our patented Strobes and More switch. This switch comes with a complete harness. You just plug it into the control outlet on your power supply. Off the back of the switch there's power and ground. Just run these to your fuse panel. The switches themselves would draw very minimal power. They draw about 1/20th of an amp. They're just enough to tell the power supply to turn on and off. On our custom switch you have a switch for outlets 1 and 2. 3 through 6 on and off, and then a button. Every time you push it, it'll change the flash pattern. The switch will save you at minimum an hour or more off your install time because it's complete, it's wired, it's ready to go, has a nice mounting plate. Nice feature to purchase with your power supply. Okay, I'm going to get into the bulbs here. The bulbs that come with this power supply are what we call a flange type bulb. The bulb, which means the bulb, take the rubber gasket off, has a flange around it. It's mounted in place. There's 2 little screw holes. It's held in place by 2 small screws. To me, these are the most popular and the safest type of strobes to use. With the screws, they won't go anywhere. There's no chance of them popping out. Pop-ins pop in, but we have had instances where they do pop out. There's a little rubber gasket that comes in this to keep it watertight. And this is what you'll find in the box in addition to the 2 strobes. You'll have your strobe tube with your connector already mounted. You would mount this inside an existing headlight, tail light, reverse light of your vehicle. If you have fog lights, wherever you have the room, they stick into the unit about 1 inch, and then the hole opening is about 1 inch itself. You will need to drill a 1-inch hole into your headlight or your tail light housing. We have on the website for about $10 a hole saw. This is the only type of saw you want to use. It has a pilot bit in the center, and it's a 1-inch hole saw. You do not want to use a paddle wheel, a Forstner bit as they're called. You want to use an actual hole saw. They're $10. Most hardware stores, they're upwards of $15 to $20 what we've seen. So they're a good deal. If you need one, get it when you purchase your strobe kit. You'll get 4 strobe cables, 15 foot with this kit, and as I said, you have options to get longer cables. The cable will come out of the bag just as you see it here. It has male pins on one end and female pins on the other. It comes with the connectors inside the bag. They're not on the cable. The reason for that is you can put some black tape over this end and you can fish it through your vehicle where you need it to go. The strobes need to go from the power supply to the individual strobe. So once you get it run, you're just going to clip the 3 wires on, and you'll have your bulb already mounted in your headlight, and you will plug it in. I always recommend putting some dielectric grease along the connectors here at the end. We do have dielectric grease available. If you need it, give us a call. We have small tubes of it. On the other end, when you run it back to your strobe power supply, again, you're going to take the pins, you're going to put the pins on. The order of the pins is on the instruction sheet, so you'll know which order to snap the pins in. Make sure you got the order correct. And this end here will plug into your strobe power supply. Basically, they're like extension cords at your house. So that's all you'll have. You'll have one of these running out of the power supply to each bulb or headlight or taillight in your vehicle. Now, everyone asks me, what's this plain silver wire inside the cable? This is what's known as a drain wire. Should any electricity be free-flowing inside the cable from the power supply to the bulb, you can ground this end with a small screw, wrap the wire around it, and ground this end. It's not necessary unless you're running, say, laptops, if you're using it for aircraft. If you're running it in a case where any type of radio wave interference may be an issue, you'll want to run the ground wire. 99.9% of our customers do not use the ground wire. We do not use it ourselves for general installs unless, per se, someone's using a laptop or some high-frequency equipment that this could interfere with. We've never had a problem with it, which is why we don't wire it. But the strobe cables do come with it. It's used a lot in aircraft and a lot in police car applications where there is laptop equipment involved in different radio waves. It could interfere, but it's never really an issue. Okay, so there you have it. That's pretty much a complete strobe system, how it works, what comes with it, what doesn't come with it. This 60-watt Pro kit from Strobes & More, excellent kit, most popular strobe power supply and system we offer. It's 60 watts. It's going to give you 10 watts per strobe if you're running all 6. If you're running 4 strobes, it's going to give you 15 watts of power. So just as it comes, it's 15 watts of power. And it's an excellent kit. 16 flash patterns. If you have any questions, please send us an email here at Strobes & More or give us a call, and we'd be glad to answer any questions you have. Thank you very much and have a great day.